Hello everyone, my name is Shivam Kumar and welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce Scenario. It's been a long time. I've been not posting any kind of videos, just actually busy with some kind of project, so that's why I'm not getting some time for that. But yes, again, I'll be coming back with an amazing series of Salesforce Flow Builder in Salesforce, because you know that for sure process builder is depreciated in the upcoming years. So you know that for sure Salesforce Lightning Flows will be the future of low code, right? So now I'll be presenting my screen. So we'll be starting with the PPT in which I'll be having some kind of amazing content, some facts related to Salesforce Flow and Salesforce Flow Builder. So let's get started. Now we'll be just jumping into the lightning overview of flows. Lightning flows maybe help you to automate complex business processes and manual data entry. Flows let you work smarter, not harder, by saving your user time and making sure that the required tasks are completed in a meantime, because you know that today in this era we want some kind of time that we can save, right? So as a Salesforce admin, flows are one of the most powerful tools in our tool belt for automation, right? In between we have process builders, workflows, epics, triggers, but still for low code we have a very powerful tool in Salesforce, that is Lightning Flow. Flow builder is the declarative interface that used to build the individual flows, whatever flows you want according to the business requirement. Flow builder can be used to build a code like logic without using a programming language, because we have so many resources here like variables, constants, elements. We have different we can perform different things with the help of let's say decision, assignment, loop, right? Now I'll be jumping into my next slide, that is when and why should I use a flow. You know that we have three things for automation for low code in Salesforce, that is flows, workflow rules and process builder. But we have also approval process. But now in this particular slide I'll be talking about flows, workflow rules and process builder. First thing is that flows are able to create, edit and delete any record passed into the flow. Records do not have to be related in order to pass data in a flow. Flow can also be scheduled to run on a set interval with a collection of records, right? And now I'll be jumping into the point related to workflows. Workflow field update can write data to same record that invoke the workflow rule, or to be the master record of a master detail relationship on the record that invoke the rule, right? Workflow rules are not able to create, edit or delete the records, but in flows we can create, edit or delete any record passed into my flow which I am creating for executing a business purpose, right? Now we'll be jumping into processes. Processes created in the process builder can write data to the same record that invoke the process, right? Or two records related by either lookup or master detail relationships. Processes can also create records, but they cannot delete them. That is the disadvantage of process builder. You know that yes, for sure process builder is a good automation tool in Salesforce, but there is one consequence with process builder, is that we cannot delete the records with the help of process builder. Processes also cannot query records unrelated to the invoking records, but in flows anything is unrelated, we can invoke the records in flow. Now I'll be jumping into the next slide, that is when should I not use a flow, right? You know that for sure if there is a very multi-complex problem in our business scenario or a business use case that we are not able to achieve with the help of flow, then for sure we'll be writing a epics trigger for that, because you know the disadvantage, sometime we found that if we are writing a very complex flow, then for sure the debugging is very difficult in that. So that is a point, first point. And the thing is that if we are documenting something, then for sure it is very difficult to document such a huge flow, but still we use sometimes trigger in such scenarios where the business problems are very complex, multi-complex problems, right? So now the second point will be your Salesforce edition limits. For many flows can be create, but you know that there are so many licenses, let's say essential licenses, professional licenses, unlimited licenses, correct? There are some type of limits for process builders, flows, apex triggers, everything like that, correct? Now the important topic which I need to discuss with you guys, and this is very key thing that you guys know before starting the flows, that is types of flows, right? We are having different types of flows in Salesforce. One is screen flow, auto launch flow, schedule trigger flow, record flows, and platform event trigger flows. Now I'll be just jumping with some kind of brief description related to all these types of flows, right? So first we'll be talking for the screen flow. So what, for sure you know that what is screen. If a particular user is interacting with some screen, typing some kind of information there, filling some kind of data, and then he hitting on save button, then for sure that particular record will be able to save in the existing object which you are referring to save a record, right? So that is the simple definition. So screen flows are the flows that have a UI element, right, and require input from users. These type of flows are either launched as an action or an embedded as an action on a lightning page, right? An auto launch flow is a flow that can be auto launch, right? What type of specific condition you have, you can auto launch that flow. But one more important aspect for auto launch flow is that you can be able to invoke from process builder, from within Apex, from a set schedule, or from a record changes, or from platform events as well. Now we'll be jumping into the schedule trigger flow. These auto launch flows launch at a specific time. You are thinking that what is schedule? Schedule is we are scheduling something at a particular specific time to achieve some kind of business use case or a problem, so that we can trigger an action with the help of flow, right? That will run in the background only. And record trigger flow in the sense, that for sure if we are creating the record, updating the record, deleting the record, we have the record trigger flow. Now a very key thing came, that is platform event trigger flow. When a platform event message is received, let's say you are having some kind of error message in some kind of your class and you want to store that error message in Salesforce object, then for sure you can auto launch flow with the platform event run in your background, right? Now just little bit pause, guys. So there is a very important aspect now I am talking about, that is flow elements in this slide. Because you know that there are three kind of in the sense we can say statues, right? In these statues we'll be having some kind of pillars, right? So first there is interaction, and interaction where a screen, action, and subflow. So for screen, you know that we can take that as a screen, a UI. In that a user can be able to type a record or some information so that we can be able to save that record, right? Action is some kind of action we are performing, let's say creating a task or sending an email, creating a chat post. It is like that. And subflow is the flows, that is a flow in which what we can do is that we can create a subflow and we can use that subflow in different flows according to our requirement. Means that is a reusable flow. Now we have logics, that is some kind of assignment we can do. We can adjust the decisions, we can loop the records, we can for sure pause our flow, and we can give the collection sort as well. We can use some sort of collections of different records, and we can use the sort as well, right? Now it comes under the data section, that is we have create records, update records, get records, delete records, and roll back records, right? An important thing which I need to highlight there is rollback records. Rollback records in the sense, let's take the example, that is if let's say we are creating an opportunity, and for sure after creating an opportunity we want to create a task. So let's say if I run the flow, my opportunity is created correctly, but my flow is not working properly for creating a task, then for sure whatever record opportunity is creating, flow cannot be able to create that record. That is a rollback record functionality given by Salesforce Flow. This is the new addition we have in our flows. Now jumping into my next slide, there are types of resources. We have different resources here with us, that is variable, constant, formula, text, template, choice, record choice set, pick list choice set, and stage, right? So I'll be just taking all these in a very proper brief manner. Now we'll be jumping for variable. Variable means if the value of a resource can be changed during the flow, or if you need to reference a field from a Salesforce record, right, then you need to use a variable. Correct? There are so many variables of different data types. Let's say text is there, record is there, number is there, currency is there, boolean is there, etc. Right? Now we'll move into constant. You know, constant resource stores a constant value that does not change during the flow, means that value is static. This type of resource can store text, number, currency, date, and boolean values like true or false. Now I'll be moving for formula. Formula resource calculates a value using functional elements in your flow. You know that is change method, images there, right? Different functions we can use in formula for creating a formula. That is a general formula which we create in Salesforce as well, taking the field data type as formula. The same thing goes as in flows as well. We can create a formula, we can pass our conditions while creating the formula in the same sense which we need in our use case. Correct? Now there is a text template. Text template can be created to store text that can be changed and used throughout the flow. It is possible for a text template to contain a value from another resource in the flow or a global variable. We are setting up a global variable and we are fetching some kind of value from that global variable. And text templates support both rich text fields and plain text values as well. Alright, this is amazing fact related to the text template. Now we'll be jumping into the choice. You can create a set of choice to use in a screen component such as radio buttons, pick list values, multi-pick list values or components. That is a very general form of choice. Now record choice set is there. So what is record choice set? Record choice set lets you display records as choices. You can generate a set of choices by using a filtered list of records. It is possible to sort records by a field either in the ascending manner or a descending manner, and also set the maximum number of choices to display. So that is a very out of extend functionality of record choice sets. Correct? Now we'll be having pick list choice set. Pick list choice set lets you generate a set of choices by using the values of an existing pick list or multi-select pick list fields. Pick list choice set is an easier way. Seriously, I am saying that as an easier way to maintain, because if someone adds another value to a pick list field, then for sure it will be a very easiest way to use a pick list choice set, because someone is changing the value. Correct? Now last came is the stage to represent the user progress throughout the flow. Stage resource should be created to identify which stages are relevant to the user throughout the flow. So that is an extra type of resource, a stage, which we are having to represent the usage of flow by the user, right? So yes, so this particular video is all related to the functionality, features and the caliber of flow in Salesforce, that what type of scenarios, what we can perform with the help of flows. These all series are going to be a very amazing content in which you can be able to learn a flow from basic to advanced. Every part will be taken care of with the business scenarios. So that's it. So thank you very much guys. Have a great day. Let's connect in the next session. Up till that, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.